Oh, yeah. Look who's back. It's
What's up?
Steve.
That's right.
Positive Steve. Well, he's not a positive guy. I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay? He's a
COVID
negative,
positive, Steve.
but he's positive that
Negative
he's
now.
positive. At least he's positive. All right. Click the links below for the best books in your state. OddsJam Partner Program. Share that link with your friends and get 20% of all the revenue generated from that link. Live chat is available. Let's keep it clean. Like and subscribe. We got something new. The OddsJam Player Prop mobile app, baby, for iPhone and Mac. We are on. We're on fire, folks. OddsJam is on fire. Discord link is below. Join the group. Fill out the form in the description to get a personal one-on-one tutorial on how to make $2,500 a month. Sports betting, Mike, TikTok, OddsJam_nuts. Let's get some followers, man. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Mike at OddsJam.com, Bob at OddsJam.com. We're having a great time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mike.
There you go. Hey, how about that NBA Summer League, Steve?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. That's my favorite sport.
I mean, I did a radio show with Bob today, and Steve, I had to deal with this guy ripping the NBA Summer League as if it's just a joke and worthless.
It's all about money.
I'm like, Bob.
It's all about money. That's all they care about. It's an ESPN deal. ESPN came to them and said, look, we got to have some basketball during the baseball season. Can you help us out? And they're like, sure, man, let's put this summer league together. We'll put a bunch of rookies and see if they can get hurt and ruin their future.
Well, usually it's awesome to bet. And before they got to Vegas, I didn't lose a bet. But then since I've got to Vegas, it's been fucking crazy. Like, it's completely just unintuitive. Like, I beat the closing line by like 50 cents in a few plays, and doesn't matter. Like, so yeah, I mean, CLV in Summer League though doesn't really mean much because there's so much unknown, and especially this year, like a lot of players, because usually the starters will play the first at least 2 games in Vegas.
Right.
This year, they Paulo played 1 game and said that was enough, and yeah, I mean, I've been watching it with my dad, who's a basketball coach, and he thinks it's terrible basketball. You know,
there you go, Mike. There you go, Mike. He's backing up.
It's kind of like it's kind of like professional AAU. You know, these kids are trying to get noticed, but they're selfish. Like, you know,
right.
Literally a guy was driving and a guy was running behind him, and his teammate was wide open for a dunk. This guy's driving. He just stops with the ball, so the guy crashes into him, so he can shoot free throws instead of giving it to his teammate for a dunk. Like,
right.
If that doesn't epitomize it, you know. But
okay.
I enjoy it. And the thing is, like, some teams use it to develop players. Like last year, Desmond Bane got a lot of minutes. He parlayed that into really being the most improved player, in my opinion. So,
yes.
You know, it can be good for that. It is good for development. Now, is it also a money grab? Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? But
absolutely, 100%. All right.
Is it good basketball? No.
Let's get to a couple comments.
Yeah.
When's OddsJam going to have an app for Android users? We keep on coming up with that. It's heading your way, okay? Trust me, I'm an Android user.
Be patient, Eric.
Be patient.
I'm with you. We'll be patient together.
Thanks for posting your UFC plays. Last couple of weeks have been excellent.
Yes.
Rescued my Saturdays from MLB, although last week, yeah, that was an interesting one. You're right. It is sloppy basketball. Hold on. Before I do this, I got to see this. Now, what? Really, dude? Steve,
how was last week? Oh, because
What kind of name is that, dude?
She don't
Come
like
on,
when it
change,
works.
change your name.
You looked up for me with the
Jacob,
MLB picks?
that's
No,
for the
I don't do
earlier
MLB, man.
bet. Plus their bets.
I didn't have it. You get the wrong guy. I don't do MLB.
Hey, you know what? You may have it. I mean, maybe you did, and we just, hey, you never know. Steve will pull out an occasional MLB or NHL.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
you can't sleep on a guy that knows how to sports bet. He can find a way.
That's
Steve's on the bottom. Yeah. Mike's up here. You probably got Mike's MLB bets, but actually yesterday I went 17-4, so I felt pretty good.
Yeah.
That was at my small betting. That was like plus $230.
Yeah, your Guardians pick's not looking too great, Bob. I wanted to talk you out of it, but
it's all right.
It's okay.
It's okay, Mike.
No, I know. Hey, I didn't mean it like that. I'm not.
I've been watching a little bit more baseball.
Right. And your point is, what do you got here?
I'll tell you what. The Yankees-Red Sox series has been nuts.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good series. Definitely. Steve, you keep freezing up. I don't know why.
Do I? Yeah, you know what? I think let me move the.
All right, I'm going to go share my page. I'm going to share my screen here real quick, folks. And we're going to get to this is positive EV plays for tomorrow. So here's what I did. This is one of the new things that you can do. And Steve, I don't know whether you knew this or not, but we have all these filters here now. So we could do this. We could do this by percentage, by sports book, by sport, by league, which is very cool. Market. And in this particular case, I went with date range, and I went custom date range, and I just clicked the 13th because that's what we're doing. Now I could change this market width too, Steve. So I could change the range from like 12 cents to
very cool.
And it changes everything completely. And I'm just going to show you that real quick, folks. I'm going to change this from a 12-cent minimum to a 20-cent maximum. And now we have a completely different list of plays for tomorrow. Is that not cool?
That's an awesome feature.
Yes.
I did not notice that.
It's fantastic.
I haven't been logged into the Plus EV page for about a week. So yeah, that must be really new. That's amazing. Whoever thought of that, excellent idea.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I changed it. So now I'm back to my normal. This is with no and actually these plays for tomorrow are actually all very, very good. Now I'm not going to go with KBO, but I've honestly been hitting a few tennis plays, guys. And what Mike and I have been doing on baseball and what have you is we have just been going down each play and saying yay or nay. So here we are. We're going to start with this Royals-Tigers game, and this is a YRFI, plus 100 on DraftKings, minus 111 on Pinnacle, sharpest book in the world, minus 103 when you take out the juice, the no vig fair odds, 16-cent market width. Mike, like Royals, Tigers scoring or not?
I mean, when you look at that play in particular, the Royals and Tigers are certainly not two teams that are great first inning scoring teams, but that doesn't mean that they can't score in the first inning. So looking at that play, you got a couple of pitchers on the mound, both at four or over ERA. Bob, I got to say, based upon what it looks like you're getting value-wise there, market width, I think that's a pretty good play.
Okay. Now we've got two other YRFIs.
Let's face it, these YRFI and NRFIs, they're kind of like shooting darts in a sense anyway. There is some good strategies to use, but I mean, you look at a team like the Cubs, for instance, they're a very good first inning team, but I mean, you could miss 3 or 4 in a row on them, because they're not a good team in general.
All right. So look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 more YRFIs for tomorrow.
Wow.
So we can knock these out of the park or get rid of them. Marlins Pirates, I do not like that as a Y or FI. What do you think?
Depends his pitching.
Well, we're going to find that out here real quick.
Marlins have the best pitcher in the league, right?
Yes, Alcantara.
He's not. You've got Lopez and Brubaker tomorrow. I mean, yesterday that YRFI hit. Today, Pittsburgh and Miami was not a YRFI. So,
Lopez and Brubaker tomorrow. You're right. I'm going to stay away from that one. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, me too. I mean, just for the fact that there's really neither one of these teams are known to be high scoring first inning teams. I mean, Pittsburgh's down towards the bottom. I'm staying away from that. Let's see what we got for over and unders in MLB tomorrow.
We will get to that in just a second. Let's do this, Mike. What about Rays, Red Sox over a YRFI, Guardians, White Sox, YRFI, Cardinals, Dodgers, YRFI, Rangers, A's, YRFI?
Well, you got Gonsolin on the mound for the Dodgers tomorrow, so I'm not sure I would like that. So you're basically betting now that it's one team that's going to be your only hope to score, right, in my opinion. With Tampa Bay, you got McClanahan on the mound. Don't think I want to go against him as good. I mean, these are two of the better pitchers we got in baseball. So me personally, that kind of takes away one team that's not going to score. So now we're hoping on either the Dodgers to score or we're hoping on Tampa Bay to score.
Okay, all right. Rangers, A's.
I would roll with that one. I would roll with the YRFI on that one.
Now, there is some experiment we're doing here, folks, so we really don't know where we're going to go here, but let's go market just for the heck of it. That's main market right there, Mike. So we can actually go game, we can go sports books, we can go league, but we can't necessarily go a run line unless we actually go into the sport itself, right? Now, we can go, for instance, we can go to the Boston Red Sox and see if there are any positive EV plays. The only positive EV plays are going to come up are the ones that we were just talking about, okay? So if you're wanting to look at some things tomorrow, because this is, looking at lines for tomorrow too, let's just check it out real quick. And as soon as I get there, bear with me, folks. We can only go so fast. And Mike, you are absolutely right about this. Here we go. So we got Braves and Mets are early, okay? Pitching matchup in that game is
Bassett and
Morton. Okay? So a pretty good pitching matchup. And you're looking at overs and unders is what you're wanting to look at. You're wanting to look at totals, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested on what the over under, what we got pricing wise on here.
So here we go, Steve. We got over 8.5, under 8.5. Pretty well normal odds. The over obviously minus 115. The under minus 104. It looks like is our best number. With that pitching matchup, don't you think the under is the play?
Yep.
Yeah, probably so. I would almost be interested to see if we can gain, since we're looking so early, there is no technical positive EV on that play. I'm wondering if that maybe picks up value tomorrow. So maybe add it to the bet tracker and then take a look and see what's going on with that play so you can keep track of lines changing and all that, Certainly the under looks to be the play for me in that game. Bassett and Morton, both respectable. I mean, Morton certainly has been a very good pitcher, and Bassett, despite being a guy who's 6-6, I mean that's not telling on his season. He's a solid pitcher. I mean, he's a guy that's going to strike. I mean, 96 innings he's thrown. He's got 98 strikeouts. So I mean, he's going to get some strikeouts. So
let's look at another early game is the Twins and Brewers. Once again, we're going to go to totals. And
several early games tomorrow.
This is an 8.5 and a 9. The over 9 is plus 100. The under 9 is minus 120. Over 8.5 is minus 120. Under 8.5 is plus 100. Anybody got a feel for that?
Possibly an over in this game. And the only reason I say that is it is in Minnesota. And you look at that ballpark, it certainly, wouldn't you agree? Correct me if I'm wrong, Bob. You're a baseball historian. Has Minnesota not always been kind of a hitter's friendly ballpark, or am I wrong there?
Yeah, they used to have a trash bag for a wall in right field. So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. And they had plexiglass in left field, dude. I swear to God.
Milwaukee's got Ashby on the mound. They have not been great with him. Ryan for the Twins, he's been solid, but I think we could see some offense that game.
Okay, all right. So we're going to go the over, and over 8.5. I think is what we're playing on that. All right. Let's get to Steve. I want to talk about a little golf. We have not gotten to the point of we don't have an article up yet. It'll be up tomorrow, right?
So we have a lot of articles up. I guess we're like what's the word for it? Like everyone's contributing, I guess. So
okay.
there's maybe like 5 golf articles up. I mean, it is a major. Mine's up. Yeah.
Is yours up now?
It is, but it's not total. I have two outrights. I have 2 top 10s and 2 top 20s.
Okay. All right. Let me get here. Okay. Is it the Open Championship best bets, picks, and predictions? Tiger Woods to make the cut?
No.
Is it the Cam Smith one, or
it's the Rory and Blue one?
Okay, there we are. Right, that's what I want to see. All right, let me share my screen because this is important. We need to do this. Another thing that OddsJam offers is these great articles with some picks in golf. Folks, these guys have made some money.
Yeah, it's been tremendous. It's been tremendous, just tremendous how profitable the golf has been.
What's it been, Mike?
Tremendous.
Yeah, look,
right.
Look,
go ahead.
Look, plus 71.87 units, 35.6% ROI, which is like 5% is good, 10% is godly, 35% is Stevely.
There you go. Now that's something you can get. See, everybody's talking about shirts being made
for me.
Steve, not for you, for everybody. Steve comes through with another golden one, man. That's a t-shirt.
Oh, come on, there, man. Now, Steve, I'm sorry, but if you can't say the name, don't bet the game. That is classic, dude. Come on.
That was my strategy to Bob. Bob was asking me about a tennis match, and he couldn't pronounce any of the names. And I said, Bob, if you can't say the name, don't bet the game.
You went with Rory as an outright. I'm so proud of you for going with a favorite. Woo!
Rory's going to win. I
hope he does.
I mean, if you only want to bet one outright this week, you only got to bet Rory. I really think he wins.
Rory is so intense right now. He has been outspoken with this live golf. And he totally agrees. Greg Norman didn't get invited, and that's a big deal because that's a former British Open champion, man. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when he won it. Okay, I also saw Greg Norman fall apart in many majors. I'm telling you, dude, he was terrible. Sure. Big time choke artist. So I love that. Now, guess what? On DraftKings, Steve, you can get, they call it an odds surge. You can get plus 300 and get Rory for plus 1,300.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Well, I would definitely suggest that. I mean, obviously the odds aren't great, but I mean, the only problem with Rory is he can implode on any hole and cost himself the tournament. He did it in the Masters.
Exactly.
He did it in the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like betting him on an outright. But this week I do. I think, it's the 150th. It seems too narratively, it's the perfect narrative for him to win. But so was Fitzpatrick in the U.S. Open. So sometimes, the cliche guy just wins.
Right.
Same with John Rahm last year at the U.S. Open. And it just feels like Rory's that this year. But I mean, JT, he's 25-1. Why is he so high? Two reasons: he withdrew from his previous tournament, and then he was plus 10 last week at the Scottish. So he's not exactly in great form. But I mean, for me, anytime I can get JT, let's not forget who won 2 majors ago, right? At the U.S. or at the PGA. JT.
I know. I realize that. The only problem I have with JT in Links Golf is I haven't seen successful at Links Golf. Jordan
you're exactly right.
Jordan Spieth, on the other hand, seems to have the game to play Links Golf. And here's the thing, okay? I'm going to tell you this. I heard this. By the way, Schauffele and Spieth at plus 150 and plus 180 for top 10. I love this Burns and Seamus power. I love it. Seamus,
our boy. And I'll tell you what. This week, barring heavy wind, it's going to be a heavy birdie fest.
Yes.
Seamus is top 20 in scoring average. Gets a lot of birdies and eagles, and that's going to be big this week. You're gonna have to go low.
So I was watching the Golf Channel yesterday and last night, and the way the wind is blowing right now, the first 13 holes are going to be birdie holes.
Exactly.
But coming in, and this guy was actually talking about 17, actually playing it close to out of bounds in order to have the right kind of shot to go into the green. That's going to take some balls.
Yeah, and the problem too is, it's a lot of it's luck of the draw, and so JT's just had bad draws. Like, if you go off in the afternoon and it's windy, and then you go off in the morning and it's windy, you can miss the cut, and it's just bad luck because you caught the bad times of both. So. With Links Golf, there is an element of luck associated with, just when you go off and how the weather is. But it's supposed to be blustery, not windy. If it's going to rain, it's going to rain maybe Friday morning. So, I think the winning score is going to be in the high teens, low 20s even.
That could happen. All right. So, this is what Jacob Trainer asked. Thoughts on where Kane, Malkin, and Goudreau end up next year. And Jordan jumps up like, you got this. Goudreau on the Devils, Kane to Vegas, and Malkin on the Panthers. Vegas does not have enough cap room to handle Kane. I just don't.
I'll tell you where Malkin would fit, and could be likely with them having some guys
Blues uniform.
No, the New York Rangers. To me, that would be making sense. And I'll give you another one, Jordan. How about the Detroit Red Wings? How about bringing Malkin there? I know it's kind of a long shot, but it's not too far off.
Let's answer this question.
No,
I don't either.
No, I don't either. No. I think he can absolutely make the cut. But anything beyond that, I think, is wishful thinking. But the thing is, I would never bet against Tiger because do you really want that buyer's remorse of not betting the GOAT and having him win?
Right. I know. You're absolutely right. Scotty to win, Poston top 20, Tiger to make the cut. We got the money. Woo.
Jordan's saying we got the money, talking about Detroit. Yeah, they do have the money.
Yeah, they do have Malkin.
Nice.
Go to your mom smells good. Is this available on iPhone format? OddsJam calculator, is it available only on PC? Yeah, it's on the iPhone. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no Android because we're Team Blue. We ain't Team Green.
Okay. It will be coming. in the future to Android because there are a lot of Android users. We get this question in every live stream that we do. All right, guys, great show. We got some picks for tomorrow. Dinger Tuesday right now, just to let you know how we're doing here. There had only been one home run when I looked before the show, Mike.
Yeah, there wasn't one in the Guardians White Sox game. Jose Ramirez had a heck of a day, but he didn't hit one out.
Okay, McCutcheon, Harrison, Abreu. All right, baby girl.
Bob's on fire with Dinger Tuesdays, man. What the heck?
And Marisnik. Look out. Look out.
Here comes Dinger Bob.
That's what they call me, Dinger Bob. They don't call me that for nothing. Oh, yeah. That's early betting. Welcome back, Steve. We enjoyed having you.
Yes,
good to be
sir.
back.
Steve's getting over COVID, and, I gave him some advice. Don't spit in the wind, first off, and watch where you sleep at night, okay?
Bob,
Hey,
I'm going to be honest. I'm not taking
points.
any advice from you other than Dinger Tuesdays.
Grizzlies may set the Summer League scoring record this game.
All right,
Nice.
so you know what? Jordan Thackeray, David Perron could wind up in Detroit.
So you
I
guys
hate that.